Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the weekly project call wherever you are in the world. It is September 21st for most of you, and we've got a great set of updates for you today. We open this with the calendar events. The first this week is Tuesday, September 22nd, happening at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That is Domain of One's Own Meetup. Domain of One's Own is a meetup that allows university students, faculty, staff to register their own domain name and associate it with a hosted space free of charge. The meeting will happen over Zoom for all video and the Etherpad for real-time chat and note-taking for the event. There will be discussion about domain of one's own independent web, an opportunity to get to others in the space and find potential collaborators as well as explore new interesting ideas. It's expected there will be students, designers, web developers, technologists, and people of all ages and ranges of ability, from those starting out with to those running into their own programs at colleges or even running their own host companies. More information, including the RSVP, is listed in the meeting agenda. On Wednesday, September 23rd, we have the Website Club. The Website Club is a growing worldwide network of online weekly meetups for everyone who wants to take back their web experience from social media silos and own their online identities, content, and interactions. Homebrew Website Club West Coast is happening at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Again, that's Wednesday, September 23rd. And when it comes to the weekend, Saturday, September 26th, we have Making Indie Web Friendly WordPress Themes Workshop. The Indie Web WordPress community is hosting a theme raising workshop, like an old barn raising, as it were. And that's happening from 9:30 until 11:30 a.m. Pacific time on Saturday. It will be conducted over Zoom. And there we will work to hack together to make some of the popular WordPress themes more indie web friendly. We'll discuss methods for adding the necessary micro formats and the best ways to indie webify a WordPress theme. All levels are welcome. This will be a workshop hack session for beginners, and those without coding experience are welcome, encouraged to attend. We'll help newcomers learn to tinker with some WordPress theme code. RSVP and more information are also available in the wiki agenda. Going to do a quick refresh to see if anything else has come on the calendar of events. It does not look like it. And so with that, we move to the speaker section of our meeting today, and we open with Kimberly, a performance team update. Kimberly?
Hi, my name is Kimberly Saraduk. I'm an engineer on the performance test team. You can find me at Kimberly the Geek on Slack and Riot. I'll be giving a few updates for the performance team as a whole. It's now managed by Patricia Lawless, a laptop startup improvement, vision mitigation, Phoenix performance, and web render on macOS. Some individual shout outs. This allows the browser to parse external JavaScript as soon as it's fetched, even if it's never used, which significantly improves page load times. Gerald Squillard and Nazim Khan Altanova are working on showing CPU usage in the profiler. This will show the CPU usage per thread and should make it obvious when a thread is blocked but not using any CPU. Greg Mierzwinski landed a patch to combine both cold and warm page loads into a single task, reducing the total test execution time by about 30%. He's also continuing to work on the browser time migration. So anyone who writes performance tests, if you didn't already know, we are in the process of migrating all perf tests to browser time, which is a JavaScript library. Any new test time in place as harnesses. And last, myself, Kimberly Saraduk, I've been working on improving the workflow of performance engineers and looking for participants for usability testing for our performance dashboards. preferably for people who have never used Perf before. And that's all I have for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Exciting to hear some of those updates, especially seeing that they cross from the browser to the testing infrastructure to the workflows. Next up, we have Emma with the weekly Firefox update. Emma, take it away.
Thanks, Asa. Hi, everyone. I'm Emma, and I am here with the weekly Firefox update. So today is merge day and the beginning of a new cycle. Firefox 82 moved to beta and nightly became Firefox 83, which means Firefox 80.0.1 is the current stable release. Firefox 81 is in the beta channel and hits our stable release channel tomorrow, September 22nd. This release brings keyboard or headset control for audio and video, features to save, manage, and autofill credit card information, WebRTC changes that improve video conferencing with Jitsi, improved picture-in-picture discoverability, and more accessible audio and video controls. Firefox 82 was in the nightly channel for the last week, and during that time, it received about 350 changes, including some of these notable ones. About processes got a significant cleanup. The most prominent change is that threads have been moved out of the default view and are now currently available via an about config pref toolkit about processes show threads. The previously experimental media session API has been enabled by default. This feature, which allows web authors to provide custom behaviors for standard media playback interactions, is intended to ride the train to the 82 release. Firefox now properly supports the paragraph resolution for Braille displays and mouse tracking with a screen reader. Previously, the screen reader would read only one line at a time, regardless of the user's settings. Also, a regression that caused some content to not render after scrolling, which broke many sites, was quickly fixed, so great job on that. On Mac, Firefox users can now undo the close window keyboard shortcut even after the last window is closed. Firefox now uses tab modal prompts for HTTP authentication. The picture-in-picture button now has a new look and position, which should make it easier to find and use, which is great. The printing dialog errors from invalid form entries are now reported to screen readers. And finally, the very beginning of a new startup architecture landed behind a registry switch. And this approach will show a skeleton of the browser before the full browser has loaded, which would be really helpful for some of the HDD Windows devices that register 30+ second startups. So just showing things to our users a little bit sooner. So with that, I think that's it. So back to you, Asa.
Thank you, Emma. Great set of updates cover a wide swath of work from Gecko to Firefox front end and everything else. I'm going to do a quick refresh to see if any other items have come on the agenda since we began. It does not look like it. So that means we are all wrapped up for the week. Hope you all have a good week. It's release week, so enjoy Firefox 81. And we will see you same time, same place next week. Until then, keep on rocking the free web.